Welcome to the third and final installment of the Sustainable Together series. We're here at Levi's Haus of Strauss with artisans, speakers, and a community of people wanting to change the world through sustainable fashion.
What we're doing today, we're doing a swap. Basically, you bring in 5 items of clothing, good condition, and you get to basically swap it for 5 items. Somebody took my shirt that I wore to a wedding, so it's nice to see.
We now have what you call a just transition framework that has been adopted by Cabinet, and that transition would mean that it's a transition that would bring about the regenerative economy that we speak about. It's a transition that would bring about a circular economy. What I like about the pillars of the transition is the pillar of the restorative justice. The other 2 pillars are around procedural justice and distributive justice.
So what resonated with me is actually when the keynote speaker spoke about climate change and how can that be told to people that don't really know about climate change.
I think it's all about the waste management problem that we have. Something that it was an answer she gave. And how in my work where we actually see that as a problem and we actually don't know how to help people in the community deal with that. But a few of the things that she mentioned, it's kind of something that I feel like we can actually go and approach that problem in that way.
I think sometimes people get quite overwhelmed by areas around climate because it is such a serious topic, but it can also be quite overwhelming in trying to find out different perspectives. So what I loved was the simplicity, and I also really appreciated ideas around distributive justice.
What we were trying to do when we also chose these successful grantees was to focus on, spread out in terms of research, production, and then, I think Christopher Tom's project was a very unique one in terms of public good.
So South Africa actually recycles 1% of the 100% of all textile that's in circulation. So we actually conceptualized the pot filler. The pot filler contains the non-biodegradable textiles that we've shredded. And that pot filler, of course, with the necessary compartments, back to the story with the porthole, we close the porthole. With our documentary, you'll see that. So this is our take when it comes to sustainability, taking the non-biodegradable textiles, using it to fix a problem that everybody's suffering from.
I think it's the 3rd year that we're in the second iteration of Sustainable Together. Hopefully we're going to take this movement and include so many different voices and perspectives and different projects as we start growing, because it's really about community and inclusive narratives, also incorporating like African narratives, global narratives, where's that meeting ground, where's that intersection, what do we think as young people, and what are we doing about it?